If you or a client of yours is trying to get your Google Business Profile ranked for local search, don't sleep on these 8 strategies. And you won't believe number 1. Just kidding. It's actually pretty simple and you probably already have it done, but it's still good to know that it is what I think the most impactful thing you can do for your Google Business Profile. That's so hard to say. Let's get into number 8. Okay, this one is one you're probably not going to consider as a Google Business Profile, but it does impact it. And it actually doesn't even have to do with what's on your Google Business Profile, but it is what has to do with link to it. So your main website that is linked from your Google Business Profile, the title of the page where you are directed to when you click on that website link, if your main keywords are in that title, that does have an impact on how you are ranked. So if you are a Salt Lake HVAC company or you are a Tampa plumbing company and you want to be ranking for plumbing in Tampa or Salt Lake HVAC, make sure that the title of the landing page that people are going to from your Google Business Profile has that right at the very top in big bold letters. Number 7, this one is fairly easy, but a lot of people don't have it done. So if you don't have your Google Business Profile verified, you just go do it. Chances are if you're watching this video, you care about it, you've looked at it, and you are verified, but it does have an impact. It gets left out all the time. Go get that done. You're gonna help your rankings. Number 6, this one has to do with your categories, but not your primary category. This is your secondary categories. So in the HVAC example again, if you have an HVAC company, your top one's likely to be HVAC contractor, but your secondary categories might be duct cleaning or something else along those lines. For your business, look through those categories and see what matches your service. Add those secondary categories because they will have an impact on how you rank. Okay, number 5, this one has everything to do with your Google reviews, and specifically your rating. So having a high rating, 4.5 or higher, there's ways that you can get information to see what the average is for your local area for your service type. It takes a few extra steps to do it, but generally looking at all of the businesses in your category and getting an idea of what their rankings are will give you a general idea of what the average is. So if across the board it's maybe a 4.7 and you're sitting at a 4.2, you're going to want to try and do what you can to get yourself climbing that up so you at least know that you're hitting the bar for what the standard is in your area. To piggyback that also, you're going to want to have consistent Google reviews coming in. So throwing a ton of reviews all in at once, that looks a bit more suspicious, but having your Google reviews trickle in little by little over time, that really shows Google, it sends signals back up to it that you are consistently working with customers who are happy with you, they're engaging with you, and you're engaging back because you're never gonna let a Google review go on your page without responding to it, right? Yeah, don't do that. Always respond to it. Okay. I'm getting tired from all this SEO work. And you know what I do actually? Man, that's so cheesy. Honestly, if you are looking to do SEO stuff on top of this Google Business Profile suggestions and you're looking to automate it mostly just to save you time, I highly recommend you consider checking out Search Atlas. It's a software that I use for my business and for my clients to help them get ranked number 3 in their local area. What's cool about it is if you've ever heard of SEMrush or other tools that help you do keyword rankings and all of that stuff, those more so tell you where to find, where to put your focus and start working on SEO. The difference in Search Atlas is it actually will deploy the changes that are necessary. It uses AI to help plug in the information there from your meta tags to your titles, all the ways for looking for opportunities to link internally within your own website. It is a powerful software. If you want to get started with it or even check it out, if you use my link down in the description for it, you get an extra week. So now 14 days instead of the standard 7-day free trial when you sign up. So check it out, give it a go. I don't think you'll be sorry. The only thing that you'll be sad is you didn't start it sooner. Number 4 in this ranking is one that you may not consider being impactful, but what it does is it sends a signal to Google that you really care about how you're perceived and you're actively managing your profile. So that is, if you get a spam review or a troll that comes on, sometimes people haven't even worked with you and they leave you a bad review. Going in and fighting those reviews with Google, so submitting them and telling why it shouldn't be on and claiming it as spam, that actually is a big signal to Google that you care about, again, you care about your profile, you care about how you're seen, and Google likes to reward you back with higher rankings. Number 3 is a two-parter. It has 2 elements, but they're very closely knit together. And that's going to be about your location. So when you build your Google Business Profile, you're going to have the option to build a service area or have a pin dot because you have a location where customers can come to see you. Like it or not, the pin dot is always going to get better rankings than the service area. Reason is because Google specifically knows how close someone is in proximity to your location, and the closer you are, the higher you will rank for whatever service it is that you're shooting for. Number 2, this one's going to be a little bit of a hack, a little bit of a trick. If you already have it, it's going to benefit you, and that is that the title on your Google Business Profile, which is the name of your business, and Google actually wants you to match it, word for word for how your license is submitted and approved. But if your keyword is in the title of your company name, that will make a big difference in helping you show up. Now, some people get around this in certain ways. What they'll do is, let's take an attorney, for example, and we'll say Jefferson and Stevenson's attorneys practice, or whatever it is. We're just spitballing here. But then they'll put hyphen personal injury lawyers for Salt Lake. Having those couple of keywords of being Salt Lake and personal injury make a big difference. I've seen some companies use this, they'll play with it. You can probably go do a quick search and see some examples where people are doing it, businesses rather are doing it. It's, again, a gray area. Google doesn't want you to do it, but they haven't seen a whole lot of policing on that as well. If you want to take a chance on it to try and help you rank a bit higher, go. Can you believe this guy and what he's saying? Actually, I just wanted to point out that a lot of businesses technically use this to distinguish between different locations. So they have a Salt Lake location and a Vegas location. They will use this to put that distinguisher in there. They generally make different Google Business Profiles for it, but it's a way to additionally separate it. But again, they benefit it from the keyword rankings as well when someone's looking for that thing in that city. So I'll get you back to this guy. For it, just know that it's a bit outside the lines when you're doing it. Okay, number 1, the one that you've been waiting for this whole time. But again, it's not going to be that exciting. It's just that your category that you have as your primary category is one of the biggest factors in when you show up. So again, if you're an HVAC contractor, someone's looking for an HVAC contractor, it's one of the biggest things that will qualify you to be able to show up. However, that one thing alone is not enough. You've got to create an entire package, an entire presence that shows you have an authority on the thing that you're trying to show up for. If you are interested in more strategies that you can do for low cost, not having to lean on an agency for this stuff because you're a do-it-yourselfer or you're an agency who's trying to help your clients scale, follow for more. We'll get more into these strategies. And if you learned something from this and you again want to learn more, please drop a like and a follow. I would greatly appreciate it. If you've got comments for things that I can touch on in the future, please leave them below, and I'll see you in the next one.